We read in the Gospel of Luke, Simeon blessed Mary and child Jesus and said, "Behold this child. He is destined for the fall and rise of many in Israel, and for a sign that shall be contradicted." And turning to Mary, he said, "And you, a sword will pierce your heart, that the thoughts of many hearts may be revealed." Station 4. Jesus meets his afflicted mother. A mother's heart is ever so loving, gentle, and protective. At a distance, Jesus saw his mother weeping and sobbing. His instinct was to turn to his mother to comfort her and to be consoled in return. But he was burdened by a heavy cross, intense pain, and restricted by the soldiers and the indifferent crowd. Jesus' heart was at the point of breaking, but he composed himself and offered up his unbearable pain, suffering, and loneliness for our salvation. Think of the intense pain it must have caused Mary to see her own son in so much agony. As she followed him to Golgotha, she saw his skin torn and bleeding from the scourging and heavy load of wood on his shoulders. Then he fell. Her maternal instinct probably pushed her to react, to go forward and help him, like she had scooped him up in the arms so many times as a child. Without the intense faith Mary had, her fiat, her consent yes to God, she would have despaired. Though she felt her heart bleed for Jesus, she knew what the purpose of this suffering was. His pain wasn't for nothing. In fact, it was for everything. Usually, it is difficult to see the purpose of our suffering while we are in it. It's difficult to see the purpose when we watch our people, friends, or family suffering. As C.S. Lewis quotes in his book, The Problem of Pain, "The Son of God suffered unto the death, not that men might not suffer, but that their sufferings might be like his." How do we make our suffering more like Christ's? Perseverance and trust. Like Jesus, we can choose to pick up our own personal cross every day and keep moving forward, one step at a time. We can keep getting back up after we fall. Like Mary, we can suffer in love instead of suffering in bitterness. We can walk beside those who are suffering with compassion instead of indigence. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. James chapter 1 verses 12.